Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
Hey everybody, it's Zach, aka Zach's Reviews, and we are backing out with another video. Today's video is going to be about Riverdale, Season 5, Episode 1. This is our review. This is my sister Annie. Say hi, Annie.
Hi.
I'm gonna let her start first on what she really liked about this episode. There's a lot to break down in this episode, so I'm gonna let my sister take over with this. So Annie, what did you like about this episode?
Well, one thing I liked about it was Hiram's fighting this disease, so he fights thugs to work out him fighting this disease he has.
Essentially, Hiram, as we know from last season, he has a disease and he's trying to beat it. And where we saw last was he was beating up thugs in an alleyway, and that's essentially how he's telling Veronica and what's the mom's name? Hermione? Yeah, Hermione. And that's how Hiram tells Hermione and Veronica he found a new workout regimen, but it's just him beating up thugs. So, what else did you like about this episode? Did you like just being back in the world of Riverdale?
Yeah,
I liked it. Did you like? What was your favorite part of of the scenes with the characters? Like, who were you more excited to see in the season?
Betty and Jughead and Archie and Veronica.
Yeah, I was happy to see that dynamic again. You know, we've been missing the show a lot. You know, me and my sister watch every season. We don't miss an episode on Wednesdays. We just, that's pretty much the thing we do. We watch Riverdale, we watch Legacies, and we never miss we never miss it when it premieres. So there was just a lot of things I really liked about this season, the beginning of the season, this episode. You know, we're getting ready for prom, and we see Cheryl and Tony getting ready for prom, and they're like the head of the committee, and they want to be, you know, queen and queen, you know, prom queen and queen. So they don't want anybody else signing up to be prom king and queen. They want to do it. So essentially, they just don't let anybody write their names on the ballot to be prom king and queen.
Kevin tried, but they didn't let him.
Yeah, he tried, but it failed. She's like, no, I had visions of me being queen and queen since I was little. No, and everybody just accepted it, and that's how it's gonna be. So he didn't really want to sign up for prom king and queen, but he wanted to do it for Fangs, because Fangs always wanted to be a king. So they were going to be prom king and king, but, you know, Cheryl wasn't having it. So essentially that's their story of this episode, is that they didn't want to have anybody else do it. They wanted to be prom queen and queen. And just a lot of things happened in this episode. We start off from where we started off last season of the video that shows that Archie shows the entire group of friends killing Mr. Honey, and that's where it takes place. They find the video that's where the last season took place, or left off, and essentially what happened is that you want to get that and just end it real quick. Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Sorry.
Her friend's calling, but yeah, so essentially that's where I left off, and they're trying to figure out who was making these videos, terrorizing the town, because all we saw last season was somebody making videos of them killing people, and acts that have happened around Riverdale, and they're trying to find out who's doing it. So essentially they want to make a snuff film so they can get in with this guy that apparently does videos in, I guess, this underground theater, theater. Like, they want to find this place so they can find who's making these videos. And essentially they the guy that's in charge of the place knows who Jughead is, because he raided the place with Betty's brother. So he can't go in there and give the snuff film that Betty and Jughead and Cheryl and Reggie did. They made a fake snuff film so they could give it to the guy, so he would watch it and see if it's allowed for them to be on the list to go to this underground place to watch to find out who is making these films. So they give it to the guy. The guy, of course, knows it's a fake, but Betty goes to her house before they go there, and we end up finding, she ends up taking the tape that we see in Season 2, Episode 21 of Hal as a child, and it's his mom saying, don't become a monster, don't become your father, and she knew the guy would see right through their fake snuff film, and that's why she brought that, so that way she would be on the list to go to watch the film, but that's not why she's going. She's going to find out who is doing this filming of them and terrorizing the town. So, of course, Jughead, she meets up with Jughead in the back, lets him in. They end up trying to look for this guy. And even Jughead's like, he kept even saying, like, oh, I don't know if, let's just walk around, see if anybody knows anything. And they were just weird, wearing all these clear masks, being weird, and it was just insane, right? That it was just weird like that he was doing that. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
Yeah, it was just insane that, they were wearing those clear masks. It looked like Purge-related stuff in the underground theater.
Yeah.
And it was just awkward. It was just weird. And essentially, they run into Jellybean in this underground club. And they get her out of there. They leave because the guy there was a guy wearing, it almost looked like a Vanoss Gaming owl mask. And they were trying to go after him. But then it started to rave out of nowhere, and then they found Jellybean, and then they left because they couldn't get to that guy, so they left. So then, they're in, Pop's diner, and they even say that to Jellybean, you can't be in there, when I go to college, I don't want you to go into any clubs like that, be safe. And just essentially, there's a lot going on with them in that element, along with Tony and Cheryl. And when we get to Veronica and Archie, Veronica's happy that his dad is overcoming the disease, but there's a lot of stuff to break down in this season, with him. Eventually they'll find out he's hurting people, but it seems like he's just fighting off thugs and not fighting off just people that aren't doing anything wrong. So I feel like Archie will somehow, maybe, I don't know, maybe be it'll be like a Batman and Robin situation, he'll want to join because he's going through a lot, as what we could see through the clip preview of the next episode. It looks like he's going to be going down just a spiraling path of, he just feels like everything is just not working out for him with the events of him on the run, because of Hiram and all the crazy stuff that Hiram caused him in his life, and his dad, and him losing his dad, and there's just a lot of things I feel like Archie just can't catch a break. And we get the Naval Academy guy coming to Al Royale's gym, right?
Yeah, his gym that Archie owns.
Yeah, so essentially Veronica, he likes both of the candidates. And the funny thing is that the other candidate is Katie Keene's boyfriend. So I thought that was funny. She didn't watch much of Katie Keene. I didn't watch much of it either, but I knew the name of Katie Keene's boyfriend. So that's why I was like, oh my god, he's going to be in this. Oh my god, that's insane. That's cool. Because, he was a boxer, and I think he left to go somewhere because I think him and Katie Keene broke up. But that's not what it sounded like when he was talking about her. I don't know if he just didn't want to tell them that they weren't, tell Veronica that they weren't together anymore. I don't know, but essentially, Veronica suggests saying, oh, we should have a box, to decide who you should take, you guys should have a boxing match here in the gym. So, the Naval Academy guy's like, okay, that sounds good, because, we have a big boxing event usually a lot of the times in the Naval Academy. So, they the guy ends up coming to Riverdale, Katie Keene's boyfriend. I think his name is, what is it? Kale? I think his name is Kale, if I'm correct.
Kale.
It's a weird name. I think that's how it's pronounced, but it just, when he shows up, he just seems like a pompous ass. I never really liked him in the episode I did see of Katie Keene. So, I don't know. He just was very full of himself, and I couldn't tell if he was trying to flirt with Veronica or not. Didn't it seem like he was kind of...
He's trying to.
Because, he, from what I know is I don't think they're together anymore, so it kind of seemed like he was trying to flirt with her, sort of, or he just, wouldn't act like the big dog in front of Archie.
Maybe because he rode with Katie.
Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys in the comments, if you guys watch Katie Keene. I think they're broken up, if I'm correct, but all I could tell is that Archie just wasn't liking this dude. He just had, because the guy just seemed like he was trying to act like a big dog, thinking, he told Archie, oh, you don't look very big, or whatever, and Archie's like, oh, just wait, I'm pretty ripped and jacked, bro. And, they're starting their pissing contest because, of course, you're in front of a girl, and I guess that's just the way in Riverdale is if you're a jock, you just do that, so. But other than that, I mean, so that's what's gonna happen. And I mean, the fight was cool, right? The boxing match. I thought that was pretty cool.
Archie lost the fight, but
yeah, he lost the fight. But it was kind of like they were tied though, if that makes sense. They were tied in how many hits they were getting, but at the same time, the third judge just picked Kale over Archie, and they even had before the match, when they're practicing at like the gym. They actually, Mr. Keller's like, oh yeah, he's big, but I bet you're stronger. So of course Archie goes over and says, I bet you I'm stronger than you, and so let's see. So they have a match, and of course they have not a match, but like they have like a little competition of who could do the most push-ups, who could do the most sit-ups, who could do the most pull-ups. So I mean, who won it?
Archie won.
Archie won, of course, because he is the strongest. I mean, man literally spends no amount of time outside the gym. He's always putting in the work, so of course he's stronger. But Kale even admits it when they're in the sauna room, saying, "Yeah, you might have more endurance than me, but I mean, once I'm a big guy, so once I hit you, you might get knocked out." And of course, Archie's like, "Okay, but before we get all into our competitive, we fight each other tomorrow. Veronica wants to take you out with us to Speakeasy to have a big fun hurrah before the match." So, and then he's like, but then after that I'm gonna, your ass is grass, that's what Archie said, and of course, they have their fun, like, yeah, of course they're gonna be competitive, but of course, they're sort of becoming friends at the same time, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like, is there more there with that character? Is he gonna be, like, on Riverdale from now on, or is he gonna be back on Katie Keene? I'm wondering where that character's gonna go, because, again, he's going to the Naval Academy, and this is they're literally about to have their prom. So I don't know if we're gonna see him any more. I don't know if we're gonna see him any more of this season. I don't know if this was just a one-time thing. I want to know what you guys think down in the comments of that. But I mean, there's just a lot of crazy things going on, and of course, Veronica found Archie's song, and
it's about Betty, and then he tells it was Betty, and they break up.
Yeah, pretty much that's what happens. They break up, and it just doesn't, I mean, right away, Archie tried covering it up when he's, like, pretty much wanted, he wanted to just throw it away and say, I'm no good, this is just, I was, just messing around, and he threw it away. Of course, she read the lyric, and it said, what did it say? It feels right.
It feels
right. And right away, I felt like she kind of knew that it wasn't meant for her in a way.
It was meant for
Betty. So I feel like she kind of knew. Something like she Veronica's a very smart character. She knows she sees through bullshit, and I feel like we really see her say, and she kind of knows that was meant for Betty. And when when she sings it in the Speakeasy, when they take Kale to have a fun night. He and Archie and Betty look at each other like, oh my god, I can't believe she's singing this. This is weird, and you and then right after it was done, Kale and Archie have to go to bed because the match is the next day, and Kale's staying with Archie. So, when the kiss that Archie gave Veronica was pretty weird. Like Veronica could sort of tell that he wasn't. Yeah. He was kind of pulling away,
and he wasn't himself.
He wasn't himself because as we know, he has feelings for Betty, and you know what I mean. Like I feel like do you think they're going to explore that more after graduation when we see them like a couple years? Apparently, because it's supposed to be a couple years later after prom. And we see them as grown-ups. Do you think we're going to see more of an element of them getting together?
I think since Veronica and Archie broke up, it's going to be more, like, he didn't, like, explore and want to be with Betty and stuff.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think what might happen is, later in the season, is I think when we go back to seeing them in this, like, after college, I think what's going to happen is we're going to see Jughead and Betty might not be together anymore. I don't think Tony and Cheryl are going to get back together anymore.
They broke up, too.
Because they broke up because
her grandma didn't want her to date a Blossom because their family have issues going on, and
they have the whole big backstory, a whole big feud, and grandma doesn't want Tony dating any Blossom, and Tony's grandma clearly doesn't care that she's gay, but she cares that she just doesn't want her dating a Blossom because of that back history, and I feel like Yeah, Tony did go to prom with Cheryl, but even Tony said, like, my grandma said if I don't go back at midnight back to the house, she's never going to talk to me again. So I feel like Tony will pick her grandma over Cheryl. I have a feeling that might happen. We'll see more of that element, but of course, I feel like at the end we'll see them back together. But that's going to be a story on top of Betty and Jughead trying to find out who the heck is making these videos, on top of Archie going through all that he's going through because he has so much grief from his dad dying, so much trauma from Hiram hunting him down, and just all that crap is just weighing on him. He feels like he can never catch a break. So I feel like that's in the next episode we clearly see him spiraling, but I feel like at some point we're gonna see him and Betty get together. I feel like that's where it's gonna be going. I feel like that's where the writers want this to go. So it should all be interesting on this, how the season's going to play out. I mean, we're just happy to be back in the world of Riverdale.
Yeah.
Like, we're excited, we're happy. Tomorrow, me and her are going to be doing our Legacies review of Season 3.
Yes, Episode 1.
Yeah, she was into the Vampire Diaries, television.
The originals.
Yeah, the originals, anything to do with that universe. I was interested because it seemed different enough that I was actually intrigued. I was like, okay, I'm going to watch this. And ever since, we've never missed an episode. We've been...
Nope.
It's been good. So tomorrow, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to my channel, put on those notifications, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to like this video. That would help me out a lot. And for the people that have stuck with my channel, I just want to say thank you guys so much. We hit 108 subscribers. I couldn't be any happier and any more grateful than I am right now, man. I'm super grateful for you guys. You guys stuck, for the people that stuck along with me from the beginning to now. I love you guys, and for even the new people that come across my channel, I would love for you guys to join the family and join me on my journey. I would really appreciate it, and I'm just super happy with what my channel has achieved, and I'm doing more stuff for you guys on the channel with the episode by episode reviews with my sister. So I'm really happy me and her are doing this because we love these shows, and we want to just tell tell you guys, tell the cast, tell the writers, the directors that we just love this show, and we're gonna be doing this for you guys, and I'm just happy to be here and be doing this. So yeah, but I mean, again, if you're a fan of Legacies, check out our video tomorrow. We'll be posting it after after we're done watching it. We're gonna be doing that every Thursday. Every Wednesday, we're going to be doing our Riverdale episode reviews for you guys, so watch out on the channel. Again, you want to put on the notifications and subscribe to the channel because you don't want to miss our videos. And every Friday, I do a WandaVision review. My episode 1 and 2 review are already up, so go check out that video. And I do All-American reviews. I do All-American episode reviews too. It just came on. Not yesterday, but the day before that. It comes on every Monday at 8 o'clock on the CW. So, so if you love All-American, my reviews will be up after every episode. So, again, you want to subscribe to my channel, and you want to put on those notifications, because big things are coming to the channel. There's a lot of TV shows I'm going to be reviewing for you guys, so a lot of content. I post every day, don't I? I'm always on the grind, and I would just love for you guys to be a part of the family. But is there anything else you want to say about this episode that you liked? Did you like the cinematography? Did you like what scene did you like the most?
Like the first opening scene.
Yeah, I just love seeing the title card and seeing just we're back in the world of Riverdale. I just love it, and it's great, because with all the craziness that's been going on, I didn't think we were going to get these shows back for a while. So I'm kind of happy that they were able to do it in a safe way for us as fans. So it's awesome that they were able to do this, and it's just great to be back in the world of Riverdale. But that was our review on episode 1 of season 5.
Yeah.
Season 5. Oh my God, I can't keep track of these seasons. But I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Thanks for watching.